And so I said to the
Hello,
gnome,
everyone.
"That's not my shin. Please let go." Hi, everybody.
Sure,
I love you so much.
sure. Regale us with the story of the gnome. Was it Ollie? Was it Ollie?
It was entirely Ollie. That's kind of how he ended up under the bridge. You know, we just weren't on the same wavelength at that
Well, the
time. And
pants paint chipped off.
look, I had nothing to do with that. I know the story, but that's not something to tell on stream. So
Hello. Welcome to Grave New World, our Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG, where I am joined by my lovely friends and players who gather around to play this game with me on Monday nights. We are entering the end game portion of our campaign, and things are getting, well, they have gotten less serious. So, I'm going to have everyone quickly introduce themselves while I get my shit together. Um, and then we'll start. So, popcorn, Bat Kyle.
hey, what a surprise! It's me, everybody. I'm Bat Kyle, and I am a huge distraction. So you can find me here on Mondays, playing everybody's favorite half demon stoner oracle, Jacob, medium well, possibly well done king. You can find me here on Thursdays, playing everybody's tolerated, salty blood pressure at 9,000. God damn it, Encino, why do you keep making me be a hero? Druid, Badges New. And possibly at some point on our new Sunday game, popping in now and again as somebody I'm not going to tell you about yet. You'll have to show up to see. Over to Bison.
That's me. I am Bison underscore Stonefist. I'm a regular contributor on this channel. Been here for a long time. We'll just leave it at that. Almost as long as everybody else, or most anybody else on this channel, to be honest. Anyways, I am here 3 nights a week. On Tuesdays, we are currently on hiatus, but I run our Cyberpunk Red campaign, Carnage Heights. And I left them on such a big, big cliffhanger. And now we're on hiatus because my life sucks and I can't concentrate. But that's an entirely different problem, probably for my therapist. On Thursdays, I play Encino, our Dragonborn Paladin Ranger, who is just a big damn hero. You know, that's really what he is. He's big, bony, and ready to save your cat. On to Luna.
Hello, I'm Luna. I play May the Bam Lipinski, um, for obvious reasons. I did my makeup especially for tonight, so I'm all nice and fiery, just like May's boyfriend. Um, other than that, I am nowhere except for boiling my eyes alive playing Dragon Age all day and then going to work. So that is my life right now. Let's go to our lovely Mena.
Hello, everybody. I am Mana Queen. Tonight on Mondays, I play our terrified, well, now terrified, Slayer Ash Lexington, whose girlfriend is currently a lamb alongside Yace. So it's a little confusing times. On Saturdays, you can find me playing Silent Micken, who it's always your pleasure to meet him in our Thirsty Seas campaign Saturday nights, where we are the thirstiest of thirsty pirates and not for water. Who and that is also directed and GM'd by our lovely Kevin. No,
No.
he waved for anybody who couldn't see him. Otherwise, I also just kind of exist in our Discord along with these lovely folks. It's a really good time over there. If you haven't joined us over there, I highly recommend doing so. It's a really, really, really great and supportive community, and a really fun time over there. So you should check us out over on our Discord. Other than that, that's pretty much what I do. Back to you, Director Chris.
That's me. I'm Director Chris. I exist. And my big project right now is a podcast called Professional Questers, where I interview people in the TTRPG community about the characters that they play. And then I flip the script and I interview the characters themselves. It's a fun time. And here's the link where you can go listen to it. Woo, I have a shiny new website all for it. And it's really cool. Anyway, let's get
Danger.
sure.
Darkwing Duck.
Let's get cooking.
Good
Mayday was a
looking, what?
little lamb. News at 11.
Maybe
Uh,
was a little lamb.
so, we are getting into the thick of it, so let's get the Cliff Notes version of this recap. The gang had an important conversation about what to do next, and in the process of preparing, things started to go downhill fast. Ye found out that his dad got doxxed and taken by his native demon kin, likely on the orders of the Rogue Slayer. Jack got more harassing messages from Lydia, said Rogue Slayer, asking when he was going to bring that spell around for her. Ash found out that their dad's shop was burning down, and on the way to the fire, Ash and Jack caught a glimpse of a badly beaten Jillian teleporting to Nana's door. At the fire, Ye climbed through the burning building to save Allison, who was trapped upstairs. He succeeded, by the way. May had a double magic surge and was turned into a sheep with wings. And when everyone finally returned from the chaos, they could hear a screaming match coming from Nana's house. So that's where we left off. The A-mobile pulls up to Nana's house. As soon as the doors shut to the car, you hear silence coming from the house. They know you're here.
Yep. Ye will, set May on the ground. He's pretty certain May is still, May, just in sheep form, and isn't going to start wandering off and nibbling the grass. And if she does, well, more power to her. He's not the controlling type, but it doesn't really seem like the time. And then he'll go right up to the house, all but storming.
The door's unlocked. You practically rip it from its hinges.
No, he's more gentle than that. Nana is
Oh, okay.
forgiving, but only so forgiving. It's very clear it's taking concentration for him to be that gentle, though.
Got you. Okay.
It's
That's on
almost
me
like
for assuming.
yeah, no, it's look. Ye is scared of very little in this world, and Nana is most of it at this point.
Good.
There.
So, yep, he's just gonna very carefully open the door, hold it open for May, and usher everybody else in.
Jack sets
Okay.
Ollie down right next to the front steps. So it looks like the front steps, and then Ollie's just sitting there like this.
Good. I'm sure Nana will appreciate that. But anyway, that's all in due time. You enter the house and you don't see Jillian and Julian, but you can hear them in a side room. Jillian is practically inconsolable, but she's trying her best to get words out quietly to Julian, and Julian is saying something quietly to her, sounding like he's trying to comfort her. Nana is doing what Nana does. She's making soup. Because Nana knows that soup can go a long way, and that's all I'll say. What do you guys do with the information that you have been made privy to?
He's just gonna look at Julian and
Julian's in a different room.
Oh. I thought
Well, as
Julian
soon
meant
as
Julian.
May is in the house, she just goes, ah!
It's Nana. May's a sheep with wings. Not sure how.
Ah, lovely. Okay. Uh, Soup will be fine. Um, May, come here. And she like gestures for May to come into the kitchen.
May waddles in and then kind of just sadly like plops down on her sheep butt and is looking up at Nana with watery like sheep eyes.
Ash has come in behind May. Just
May, you look up at Nana, and Nana looks kind of perplexed actually. Um, which you've not really seen Nana ever look that way. And she kind of puts a hand under your little sheep chin and like kind of squints and is like, "Oh, you got yourself into some trouble this time.
Eh.
Go to the couch. I will be there in a minute."
Clop, 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 clop. Wings sadly drooping, just kind of dragging alongside her.
Pinches the bridge of his nose, and he's like, "All right, so they've got my dad. They, from the sounds of it, have Julian's daughter. They almost murdered Allison, the angel, and burned down Ash's dad's shop, which was like a, if not second, at least third home to me. And honestly, only May's dad is safe and all right and way out of range of whatever this is going on. I'm not sure about Alice. I'm not sure I care about Alice. Um, but you know, it's a really bad situation, and I think the only thing we can really do is have Jack tell her that he's going to give her this spell, and we all go to the Hellmouth and wait for her. Because
It is at this moment that Nana has looked up at you really for the first time since looking at Sheep May and like from her soup and things, and she goes, "Jacob King, why are you burnt like a French fry?"
that was the only way to save um, the angelic stepmom to be. Uh, nobody out, like none of the firefighters were going up there. Nobody knew if anybody was still even in there, but I had a feeling, and so I went up and I saved her. And the French fry thing is just kind of a part of it, but I'll heal. I heal really well. I always have.
Because it was an oil fire French fry. Jesus. I hate my brain.
I
He's
would
gonna
hate
give
your
her.
brain too. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, uh, oh goodness gracious.
Before May went all Bahram you on us, she gave me a healing acceleration potion, so I should be good in another hour or two.
he just looks extra
That's
crispy.
good.
He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, May does make good healing balms, so that's fine. Um, Goodness gracious. We are in quite a pickle, aren't we?
Yep.
Jack,
Mm.
you going to give her that spell or what?
He's kind of like almost standing at the door, waiting to make his little Batman exit. He's like, "You beat me to it."
Yeah,
Like
but
his
don't.
hand was just about to leave his pockets to reach for the door.
I was like, do not go on your own. She will kill you when you're not useful anymore. There is absolutely no reason for her to leave you alive once she has what she wants.
I know what to do.
Jack,
Will you?
I need to be able to cast my spell. I've got one spell and it takes a while to cast, but
You
it's
guys
called
for-
Closed Casket Funeral, and I'm
You-
going to casket right at her face.
You guys forget I used to be a spy. She's never gonna see me.
That's assuming she's just her with her Slayer senses, which are also better than human senses. But might I remind you that my people, full-blooded versions of my people, may be backing her up, and I'm tough. My dad is tougher. Now think of my dad times like 4, 5, 6, plus any demons she might have
I
summoned.
killed demons almost exclusively through 3 years with an AR-15. All demons have a weakness, and like I said, we're never going to meet. It's called a dead drop.
But what if the dead drop's a trap?
I'm setting the dead drop.
Fair.
There's two sides to every equation.
Look, okay, I'm gonna trust you, because I do know that you're very capable. I can't lose anyone else, Jack. You are family.
Jack comes over to Ye and puts his hand on Ye's shoulder. He's like, "Look,
Ow.
sorry. I'm putting it up at a neutral location, and then I'm telling her where it is. I'm not going to go meet a spot. She doesn't have a spot. She's not that forward thinking."
And then what? We all collapse on the hellmouth and just wait to jump her. I'm not a planner.
I'm part of this spell. Like, not back face, but this is her bait for me.
Oh yeah, your wish.
So this is my bait for her. I'm not going to follow her. I'm
You
not stupid.
actually. You get a call on your cell phone.
Yeah,
Hey,
Hey, Jackie boy.
this is.
When you gonna give me that spell? Gosh, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be awesome.
Instructions will follow.
Oh,
Click.
please, you know where to find me.
Click. She wants to act like a big shot. She's going to have to learn how the adults play. All right, I'm out of here. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, I don't have any C4 left, but we know where she's going. There's only one source of power in this town that's going to power a wish this big.
my worry is that she might think she can do it with May. This is just a sudden thing that came to mind, but if May is pure magic, and possibly with enough pure magic in her to close the hellmouth, we may be looking at this all wrong. I don't have anything to follow that up with. It's a worry we need to keep in here.
No.
Still gonna cast my spell though.
May, where were those peanuts that you put the spell on, the talk spell?
They're macadamia nuts.
Oh, they're
And
macadamia nuts. Okay.
yeah, they're macadamia nuts.
How dare you?
Specifically. They are in, like, you know how like people keep like the crown bags just because they're cool, like if they get a bottle of crown and then never drink the crown because crown is gross to me, but they keep the bags.
Yep.
Yeah, she just has a like bag full of those.
Good.
Crown Royal bags were my dice bags for like 20 years.
Exactly, yeah.
I was
It's
gonna
like
say,
Marbles.
have you ever played D&D if you don't have a crown dice bag?
I kept marbles in mine.
That's
I
I think
fair
we
don't
enough.
kept
really
poker
I
chips
was
in
drink
the
a
I
lot.
house.
wasn't a
Anyway.
D&D nerd yet.
Uh,
I was too young for that.
all right, so
Anywho,
Jack's heading out, and we're getting these
Uh,
nuts.
Nana grabs a handful of the macadamia nuts and um basically holds them out for May to eat, and she says, "Eat, eat."
Here, I'll eat a Mike and Ike just to represent his way. Prop. She kind of like
So
the jaw kind of moves like real weird, and then the like sheep tongue kind of comes out, and just like, oh, that's weird.
now you can talk to your friends. It's see, she's a smart girl. She did that spell herself, if you'd remember. Anyway, uh,
Yeah, but I got
soup, and
myself
she goes
turned
back to her
into a
soup.
sheep.
We will
And it-
fix that.
all right, so do we pull Julian into this, or do we leave him comforting?
You actually, and Julian steps out on this weird day of perfect timing or imperfect timing. Um, he goes, first of all, you talk pretty loud, so that's how I knew when to come out. But anyway, I I heard about the sheep thing through the door. That's gonna be a problem, obviously. I'm so sorry, but all I can think about is Emily. We need to find this bitch and get my daughter back.
That's the plan. I want my dad back.
I think we all want our lives back too. Does she what did she say when she just called Jack?
Where's her? Well, actually, no clue. Jack didn't tell us. He just like
Oh,
said a
that's
few
right.
words and then wandered away. So,
You know,
eh,
the Jack
yeah.
way.
With my special yay hearing, I overheard the whole conversation.
Kind of
And then went,
anybody, Ash probably would
that's
have
nobody
the
has
heard.
the
way.
cyberware for this.
Yep.
My special sheep ears.
Yes, sheep are well known for their hearing.
My shearing.
Shearing.
Womp.
Um,
Don't you womp me.
But
I know
what
he didn't want us to follow him, but we might want to follow him.
I'm going to trust him on this one. It's what he asked us to do. Um, if not, we know where she has to go anyway. There's only one place she can go to get the power. And if she actually, this is all a fake out and she needs May instead, knows she'll be there, that doesn't change anything. Either way, we have to go to the Hellmouth, and we're gonna hurt this bitch bad.
Yeah, speaking of bad, I
Can sheep roll
can't
their eyes?
Yes, absolutely.
just very creepily just
It's like the whites around the eyes just
Yeah.
get bigger momentarily.
Ugh.
with her very strangely blue sheep eyes. Yeah, speaking of bad, hopefully Nana can fix this soon because I can't do anything as a sheep.
I'm sure Nana can fix this. I cannot believe that at some point Nana did not turn at least one person into a sheep to teach them a lesson and then turn them back. Or
I
broke
did
some other
turn
witch's curse.
someone into a hedgehog once, but not the sheep.
Oh, huh.
I mean, isn't the concept kind of the same?
You'd be surprised.
Different
You'd be surprised.
sizes, you know, different species.
Hedgehogs have some really weird and basic anatomy compared to a sheep.
Okay. Well, I guess we wait for Jack to come back.
Where's Kendra?
Kendra is. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I think Kendra's upstairs taking a nap because she didn't really know what else to do. She kind of her she saw like the residue of the teleportation spell, but that doesn't mean she can track where it went and stuff like that. So she's just laying down, probably not actually sleeping, but laying down.
Just staring at the ceiling like
Yep.
Yeah.
Felt that, like, just felt.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't take separation from dad very well, and not being able to do anything is very not not something she's used to.
In that case, let's hop over to Jack. Jack, how are you approaching this?
Jack is, well, first thing he does is he goes and he stops for a smoothie. Um, just quick smoothie. Flavor's not important, just he needed something. So he finishes that off, drives to the police plaza, and because there's lots of cameras, lots of cops, lots of people to get in the way if somebody does something stupid. And he puts the altered spell in the smoothie cup, dumps that in a garbage can, rides again for about another 2 minutes, not really any specific location. And then he stops, texts Lydia, I almost called her Kentucky, the location and a picture of the cup. And that's all he does. He drives back.
You get a text back that says, "You're cute, but I don't need a paper copy."
That's all you're getting from me. You needed the spell. That's the spell.
No, I needed you, but I don't need you anymore. So come find me and fight me, or else be a little bitch.
Playing with adults now, kid. And then he blocks the
You
number.
don't get anything back from her.
It's 1:15. I'm a psychopath and I hate you now.
CUNT.
She's been burnt once. It's called Bohica. Bend over, here it comes again. Heads back to the house.
Okay. Did you say you blocked the number?
Actually, no, he didn't.
Okay.
But he's not going to answer the phone.
Okay.
What he does do is he pulls out the old good phone, his old agency phone, goes to the number that he used to give dead drop information, and types a quick message. Alpha Plus compromised. What was I going to say? Shit. Alpha Plus compromise. Be prepared for large scale response.
You don't hear back for a good minute, but eventually you just get a text that says Roger.
As he's driving back, he's thinking, this is either going to go really well for Cleveland or really bad. I'm not sure which is worse.
You should have done this in Detroit. Nobody would notice.
The whole metro area, maybe? That, for context, I live by Detroit.
For all of you new here.
Also, for context, I had actually forgotten that. That was not a. That was just a random Detroit joke. That was not an aimed at Chris thing.
Now, you know what? They can come to Missouri and blow us up. That's completely fine. Like, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
If they want to take us out, that's all good.
State of Missouri.
I am in Missouri. Anyways.
Anyways, Julian looks at all of you, and he's very much thinking about what to say, and he wants to approach this carefully because tensions are high, emotions are rampant. He keeps looking from like one to the next to the next to the next, and he says, are we going to be any more ready in the next 24 hours than we are now?
Not as long as we can get May back to May shape. As long as we can do that, then I have possibly a worrying amount of weapons in the van. And I am ready to limb her like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Noted.
I wouldn't mind crisping up the other side of her.
Yeah, exactly. Rotisserie style.
I have a not so near death vendetta to get against her, so yep.
All right, so we all have good motivation. Let's work on getting May unsheepified and cook this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but Julian, I'm so round and fluffy and...
I know it's going to be a tragedy to turn you back, but
Not that much of a tragedy. I'm not from any sort of rural farm state, so I'd like my girlfriend to be human form again.
You live in Ohio.
Yeah, but there are parts of
We
Ohio
live
that are
in
not
Cleveland.
farm. Exactly.
Like Ash puts in, like, we live in Cleveland.
That was out of character. Jack hasn't come back
Oh,
yet.
oh yeah.
Okay,
He's still on the way
yeah.
back.
I was like, damn.
Wall break.
all right, so Nana is going to go over to May and sit next to her and start like I think she has a bucket of charms in one arm and just sits next to May and is like kind of poking and prodding and examining.
Just putting them each
And
against her forehead. Just...
yeah,
One of them
basically
changes her color. Just
like
briefly.
they they do like a bunch of different things, but none of them actually change you back. And she is while she's normally like pretty collected, um, she's starting to crack a little bit because this is really worrying her. This is never like a mayhap has never been irreversible for her. And it's a good like hour or two that she's doing this and getting kind of distraught a little bit, which is weird for all of you because you have never seen Nana be like upset unless it's like angry and it's this is not the wrath of Nana. This is the despair of Nana.
Man, do you have any sort of just generic anti-magic charm?
I don't think this is something that just a generic charm is going to help.
Also, if something like that worked, I wouldn't have all of the magic magnet bullshit. Anyways,
Hmm.
What exactly happened at the fire?
I Ye was being a hero, and Ash was trying to comfort their dad, and Jack was getting information, and
You are
I
staring at the flames, like zoned out.
I felt I felt like I couldn't do anything. Like all I could do was just stand there and watch.
It
Oh
was
boy.
hypnotic, almost like in watching it happen.
You did use your magic to get the ladder down for me. That was a key part of it.
Yeah, but you you didn't even need that. I mean, you could have just jumped up there. That
May, I'm going to do something. It's going to feel very weird, but trust me. And she like puts her hand on your head and you feel kind of like a tingling um in your brain basically and she it kind of feels like she's exploring your like subconscious. It's very strange and makes you a little squirmy. Um
yeah. A little bit of sheep comes out. It's like, ugh.
and she finally takes her hand off after like a minute of looking around your brain and goes, "Oh no. Oh me."
I don't like it when you say, "Oh no," especially with my name attached.
It is I think short-circuited is the word. It's they use that with like the computer stuff when it goes bad.
Nana, the last time you said, "Oh no, May," my hair was permanently white. Please tell me I'm not permanently going to stay a sheep.
Not probably not permanently. I it just takes a longer time to figure out how to reverse it. I don't think any of the charms I have right now are going to help, but it could take a while.
Hold on a minute. He's gonna go wake up his mom.
Okay. She's not even asleep. She's
Oh,
just staring at the ceiling.
Mom, um, we're gonna go get Dad here soon, but I kind of need your help. My girlfriend
Oh,
has somehow
okay.
magically turned herself into a sheep with wings, and we don't know how to change her back. And we kind of need the firepower that she can bring to end this bitch and get Dad back.
Oh, okay. And Nana couldn't help? I
Nana
mean,
tried a bunch of charms.
I'm not saying
That
I won't help. I'm just
look, another set of eyes. I think your magic is different than Nana's. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here, but I really like the shape May was in previous to this. I would like her to go back to that shape for many reasons. Some of them admittedly selfish, but many reasons.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And she gets up, straightens her clothes a little bit, and heads downstairs with you. And she goes, no, she sees the sheep and goes, "Oh, wow. That is Nana, do you have the site?" And Nana goes, "Nope." Uh Kendra goes, "Okay. May, what happened?" You don't have to like tell the story again, but like Kendra
She just
asks you,
goes,
like,
"It's bad." Like sometimes
yeah,
she just can't control it anymore. It's bad.
yeah, sweetie, it's really bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my words here. You are leaking magic.
May just looks around like, what? What?
That explains the
It
hissing sound.
Leaking magic? You can leak magic?
Leaves a rainbow puddle on the floor.
Nana goes, "Oh, that makes sense because of the fire and if you overheated and your body cracked, that's oh."
My body
And Kendra
what?
goes,
There's
"Okay,
they're visible, like
Nana, that's maybe I will sugarcoat some of these things. Um,
did you say?
yeah.
Cracked?
So,
Like I'm a meatball vase?
this is this is just a guess based on what I'm seeing here. Your your body is a body, but there's a lot of magic inside you, and it's really trying to get out."
Can we
Yeah.
siphon some of it off?
Is there a healthy way we can just like expend some of this?
I don't know.
Right. Well, on the plan Q. And Jay is just going to put his hand on May's head. And remember that thing I asked you about, Director Chris?
Yeah,
Jay
yeah,
is
I
gonna
do.
give that a go.
Okay. Tell
Fingers
me
just twitching.
what exactly do you like ask them? How do you word it?
He pretty much just throws the door as wide open as he can, and just says, "I know we're gonna need this magic to close the Hellmouth, but without her, I don't know that we can beat that Rogue Slayer. If we want to have a chance to close this thing, to right the balance, and to right a lot of wrongs, we need her in her original form, and that's not going to happen if she is struggling to keep magic in her body. If I can siphon as much of it as I can handle off to give her a chance to revert, that's our best chance to make this happen. If I have to offer up the rest of my life doing what I do, I make that trade very gladly."
Make me a willpower doubled roll.
Alrighty. Where's that? Why is it all the way at the top of the chat? All right, down. Here we go.
Well,
18,
that's
5
good.
levels.
Yeah. You swing that door wide open, and almost before you even get a chance to finish your thoughts, you get a bombardment of visuals. Basically, um, Imagine, have you ever seen the scene in Doctor Who where he regenerates?
Which one?
The one where he basically like burns up from the inside out.
Yes.
Okay. It's that, but it's your body, and then it's Jack's body, and then it's Ash's body, and then it's Nana's body, and it's just all of your friends' bodies. It's basically communicating that if anyone were to try to contain May's magic in their own body, they would burn up. And what it does offer you is another vision, essentially, of a little bit of May's magic sort of trickling across your hand and your arm and into your chest area, basically. And it kind of it's almost like you're not having a vision, you're having a visible, like, you are seeing something that you don't normally get to see.
Okay. So it's
And
almost like he
they
has the sight
are,
for a moment, kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they are letting you hold some of May's magic, but based on what you also saw, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. And if you try to hold any more than what they're giving you, you won't survive.
That's fine. If well, does it seem like it's going to be enough to let her change back? Do we need to get others involved here? Or am I the only one who can really do it because of my nature?
It kind of seems like, because you rolled so high, you're getting the impression from the powers that be that they are offering time, not a solution,
Okay, so they're offering time before she goes critical. Is that
basically. And how do I
It's a band-aid.
make me make me an intelligence notice?
okay? One success.
Okay, that's enough to sort of give you an idea of, like, here, I'll put it this way. You don't know what the answer is, but you have this belief in your gut that there is a solution.
Plot twist.
What's
They
your plot
keep
twist?
in the midst of
Pitch,
all the
what's your
magic,
pitch?
and with this door wide open and everything, they give away a little more than they meant to. Just a hint of a direction.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't used one of those in forever.
What you get then?
Use them all now. Oh, we got time.
What you get then is that you just see flashes of May using magic, of May being magic, of May demonstrating resolve. And it's examples of the times that May has proven her strength and her will. And it implies to you that this is going to be May's problem to solve.
That's exactly what we were looking for there. Let's go team. All right, so Ye will thank the powers that be because they did come through for him this time, and close the connection. and shake his head and maybe pinch out some smoke in his hair because that was still a fair amount of magic.
May shakes her head and is like, "What the hell did you just do?"
I asked a question and I think I made a deal, but we'll just deal with that later.
No,
I've managed
what?
I've managed to bleed off a bit of the magic. Uh, it's really tingly, actually, right around the heart meets. But it's was done to give us some time. And he's going to get down on one knee in front of Sheep May and take her little
Okay.
sheepy face in his hands, look her as best in the eyes you can with a sheep because the way their eyes are little. But he's
She's
gonna
trying
like,
her best to make them try to go
no,
straight.
you are incredibly strong. You are a prodigy with magic. You are magic. You belong in this group. You belong in this fight, and you are more than strong enough to tame whatever leak or whatever this is and get you back to you. This doesn't need us to solve anything. It doesn't need us to fix anything. It's you believing in you the way that we believe in you, the way that I believe in you. I know you can do this. Look deep inside and fix yourself so I can give you a smooch because I am not kissing a sheep.
You can give me a little one on the head.
Okay, you can have that. Kiss her little sheepy head.
He licks you.
I licked it. It's mine.
Come here, Ash.
Ash
I
is
don't think
already
you did.
like full on like looks at Ye and goes, "You've definitely kissed worse." And then like like with sheep.
You know who I've
I
kissed,
thought,
and it's
I
been
thought you were
almost
gonna be
no
like,
one.
"You coward."
Yeah, no, like you coward, like literally just like will go up to May and be like on her little sheepy mouth.
I
'Cause it's
was
May.
trying to convince her to change back.
Can't really give hugs
It was one of
or
those
better kisses
princess
as a
kiss
sheep.
things, Ash is
Yeah.
closer than Yay. I don't know.
He's gonna rub his hand on the couch really quick for a moment and shock Ash.
You don't even have to rub it on the couch; just rub it
I
on
literally was
Oh,
like,
the
Ash
sheets
is
are-
touching May. Like just
But I digress. What I saw, what I know, is that you don't need us to save you from this. You can entirely save yourself, and then we can all stomp this bitch out.
Okay. One issue with that. I myself have never, ever, ever broken a mayhap.
Well, it's about time.
That's not a lot of pressure or anything.
This whole situation is pressure. Everything that we're doing is pressure. But I know that you can handle it. This isn't a go to Nana to fix thing. This is a you have the power, you have the ability, you have the strength of will to overcome this. I know you do. I'm not attracted to weak women. It's just a thing.
Ah, okay. Um, can you just let me into my room? I don't think just in case I'm, not underneath the sheep. I'm
I think we've all
You
seen
know.
it at this point, but yeah, we can. It's,
What?
Ash looks at Jack and goes, "Oh."
Wasn't Jack here when you Amazoned out of your clothes?
She wasn't naked.
She
I
wasn't
could have
naked.
sworn she was. Oh, well,
No.
No.
either way, let's go. All right, then we'll be back.
Right. I believe Jack comes back around then.
He's been spending the ride home more or less trying to think how she's going to outsmart this Slayer. It's her turf. She's got backup. And I don't know how to kill blue demons. And that's kind of where he pulls up. He looks to Ollie. I'm like, I hope you've got some bright ideas.
Have you tried a minigun?
Try to minigun. Just, oh, we are in so much trouble. Okay. Walks back in. Sort of witnesses the tail end of, sheep affection. Kind of sidles up to Nana and looks to her and is like, she says she doesn't need the spell. She only needed me. What does that mean?
It means you got played.
Kendra, I know this is going to sound a little insensitive, but how do we kill your husband?
Yeah, that's very insensitive. I know what you
Because,
mean, but also, what the fuck?
sorry. You know what I meant, though.
I do.
You are the only person here that probably knows anything about your husband's people. Kind of like,
Kalian Radath, yeah.
what are their weaknesses? How do we hurt them? And preferably non-lethal. I don't want to start a whole thing. Because I know demons like their turf wars.
Yeah. Um, the last time I met another of Brendan's kind, it was eh. But Brendan has talked about the various wars his people would be conscripted in too, and you know, swords, axes, pointy, sharp things usually work on just about anything. God, this feels really wrong to say. Uh, please don't use a gun on my husband. Just putting that out there. I would prefer if he comes home in one piece.
I have no intention of hurting your family. And I mean that with all. She took a kid, Kendra. I mean, all due respect, there may be collateral damage, but I'm not willing to do that. I'm not that person anymore.
Well, if my son has faith in you, then I have faith in you.
And then he sighs, is like, I really don't want to use that dagger again.
Shit. As if on cue, again, Julian has been like in the room. He's he hasn't super left the room or anything. Julian's kind of hanging back in the doorway of the spare room, but Julian's still in the room.
He's doing that
And he
watcher
goes,
thing and just watching.
exactly. He knows when to stay quiet. You make your comment about not wanting to use the dagger again, and he says, "That's unfortunate because I've been doing some research on it before all of this started up. You may need it."
You can see Jack, like, he's been putting on the professional soldier thing. Like, I'm here, I've got a mission, confidence, confidence, confidence.
Mm-hmm.
You see him shake at that. Like, it's obvious like it was involuntary, but he's just like, okay. Okay.
I wouldn't ask you if I didn't trust you and if it wasn't necessary.
And he's like, it's like being on go pills and religious indoctrination, and I had to drink a lot of alcohol to get over the last time. But
Well,
what have you
perhaps I can
learned?
offer some
What have you learned?
insight. It would appear that it knows somehow what is inherently good and inherently bad. It will give you the boost you need, but still, try not to use the stabby part.
That's what it takes. I don't think she knows about it. So that's
And
something.
then yeah, that is definitely something. May, what are you doing upstairs?
Did both Ye and Ash come up to like let her into the room?
Yeah, he definitely went up.
I mean, yeah, that's what I kind of assumed.
Like, and then they let her in, and then she kind of waddled over and kind of plopped down in front of her mirror, and has just been staring at herself, like in it, and has just been thinking, "You're May, you're May, you're May. This is stupid."
He's gonna excuse himself for a minute and go out to the van. He's gonna get his art, his drawing pads,
Okay.
and then come back. Hi, Jack.
Hey.
There, gotta go back up.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
Need some help?
No. If this works, I'm pretty sure May only really wants the two of us in there. Possibly not even us, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Nana, you need help with that soup?
Always!
No! I remember what happened last time.
The cookies! The cookies!
It's just the
Ash feels a tingle down their spine.
yeah,
Just
like just a little chill. Somebody walked over their
Jack in the
grave.
kitchen.
But you'll trundle back up very quickly with both the art pads and his guitar that nobody knew he had because he's been very quiet about it this entire time. This is something I've actually worked out with Quiz, not something I just pulled out of my backside. I'm just putting that out there. And he'll come back up.
You open May's closet and there's just a Les Paul in there.
Well, all right.
No, that was something like I had kind of joked. I was like, Chris was just like May was a very much like emo band girl.
And first he'll set the guitar aside, and then he'll sit down next to Sheep May and bring out the pads and start showing her some of the drawings he've made of her. Mostly charcoals and still lifes, but just stuff he might not normally have shared yet, because it's kind of sappy, but it's how he sees her.
I mean, these are really, really great. I know what I look like.
Do you want to look like that again? Or is part of you scared about going to this?
I'm scared about everything.
That's fair. But
I don't want you or Ash to get hurt or worse. I don't want Jack to because it's Jack. He's probably gonna try to sacrifice himself or something. And I of course don't want Emily to get hurt. I don't want your dad to get hurt. I don't.
Some of us are probably going to get hurt, love. Can't help that. That's the situation. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or take us to Candyland on this one, but the only chance we have to get out only being lightly battered is if we have you, the you we know, the you I fell in love with, back with us. We need your magic. I'm not even talking about the closing the helm up thing. That's not even on my radar right now. Just stopping her. We need your magic. Last time it was Flamethrower May, uh, you know, Mayday to the rescue that kept Ash from being like completely brutalized.
Yeah, and then I turn invisible for no reason. Like, and meanwhile, that I just turn invisible. I could have made the cave collapse on us. I could have I could have bamfed out of there into a tree or something, and then wouldn't have been there to help you guys destroy whatever.
You could have.
Everything I do has backlash.
Yeah. Yeah, it has. But I don't think it has to continue to be that way. I think, and please, remember I say this with love, I think you've had Nana to lean on your entire life, and you've needed her. But you are more than the May who needs to go to Nana to fix everything. You are a vibrant, witty, sarcastic, uh, wickedly intelligent, even though you don't always seem to give yourself credit for it, capable woman who's endured something that would have crushed a lot of people long before now. You are so much stronger and so much more capable than you think you are. I know it. I feel it in my heart. Right next to that ball of magic that's kind of weirdly fuzzy and tingly.
And we will talk about that later.
Yes, we will. have that later. We need you back.
Okay. Can I have the room? Of course I've never done this by myself, and I don't, just in case there's any like rubber band effect or something, I don't want you guys to be in here.
No. I trust you. I'm not abandoning you now. I know that you will get yourself back to you, and there's not going to be any weird fires, or we're not going to start levitating. My clothes have already come off twice in this house, so I'm not really worried about that at this point.
She'll kind of be like, you already tried several times. I think we've kind of learned that, and when it comes to us, I'm kind of mostly indestructible. So
Yep. I was on fire a couple hours ago. It's like, yeah.
That's not helping my nerves any. I don't really want to test either of your indestructible. She can't make air quotes. She does with the hooves. Indestructibility.
no, it's the ears. It's the sheep ears.
I know.
Flippy floppy, flippy floppy.
I should be like, will it make you feel better if we sit all the way over on the other side of the room?
Outside my door?
Open door? Like I was just trying to find like a middle compromise ground.
Negotiations.
Door cracked?
Visible crack?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll gather up his things and go sit outside the door and kind of wait for Ash, and then get back until there's a good crack. Is that good? What do you think, Ash? Is that good? A little more? Less?
Ash will like very gently, just with a, like, you know how like when you poke a door and you just want it to move like 1 centimeter. You know, Ash will just 1 centimeter more open and look at May and be like,
That sheep eye roll. Just...
Ash will be like, you can kick my ass later
Yep.
when you don't have hooves.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I could kick your ass better now.
At least
Ash will be
she's
like,
not a goat.
I don't bruise from hooves. Nice try though.
So, May, what is your thought process here as you try to do this?
The staring at herself thing wasn't working because she just kept seeing sheep. And then she was looking at Ye's like sketches of her and stuff, and she was just like, I mean, yeah, that's me. And like she has nothing wrong with the way she looks, the way she is. It's just something, there's like a little just pit inside of her that is, or like not even a pit, it's like a lock. Like she has a lock that is just trying to keep something inside. And so she kind of just like does a little curl up thing that cats do, a little loaf as a sheep, just like trying to like curl up on herself, as she has done many times in her life as a human being. And she knows where that lock comes from. And she thinks back to that night that she lost Lacey. And she's like, if you could have done anything, if you could have stopped the mayhap before it happened, if you could have broken it before things got too bad, then and then she cuts herself off and she's like, that's it. You stop saying if. There is no if because it already happened. It happened. It could happen again. But Ye is right. It could be worse if she's not there. It could be worse if she is there, but at least she'd be there with them.
Make me a willpower doubled roll.
That's a 14.
Okay. You have spoken these words to yourself. And while there's still part of you that struggles to wholeheartedly believe what you're saying, there is enough of you that is so ready to be done with this shit that you find that lock within you, and it's as if you take a hold of it and you cast a weaken spell on it, and it crushes and crumbles in your hand. And it's not a flash, it's more of a gradual emanation of light and energy as you, in this glowing ball of energy, revert back to your human form, and you become the original version of what you always were, which is May Lipinski.
Like with the brown hair and all, or is it the white hair stuff?
High or low?
Low.
Question: do you want it to be the brown hair or the white hair?
Oh my god, I never thought about this. I think she had like a moment like after like her and Ye had their talks, and then she's had all these moments with everyone and all that, and where she's like finally come out of her shell and she got used to the hair, and every time she like looks at old pictures of herself with the brown hair, she remembers the depression, she remembers the agoraphobia, she remembers being locked up in the house all day, and it just kind of makes her gloomy. And so I think she would want the white hair because that was like it was a scary moment for her, but that was basically like a liberating moment.
Okay. This moment for you is pure willpower, and you are manifesting yourself into your best form. And if your best form is with white hair, you have white hair again.
Yeah, I think she's still like curled up on the floor, and then she like squints one eye open to look in the mirror, and she just looks at herself. And then kind of like pokes the mirror, even though she's like, "That's not." But she sees that her finger is touching it, and she's just like, "You are not a fucking sheep. You are Mayday Lipinski."
Hell yeah.
Fully buck nude though. Yeah, that did just completely eat her outfit.
I almost made it again. I started talking on mute. But I noticed it before any of you did. Which is growth, people. That's what we call growth.
I was
here.
gonna say something, but
There is one thing though, because she wasn't really thinking about it and she forgot because it wasn't that big of a deal and it was just kind of a afterthought. She forgot she still has wings.
little sheepy wings.
Are they like
They
the little
look
cherub wings, or are they like now suitable for the body?
they're not like angel wings. They kind of look like almost kind of like a white gossamer looking thing. Kind of thing like they kind of just like kind of droop down like a willow tree. They're kind of just
like wet fairy
thready
wings, like wet Tinkerbell wings.
Yeah, just little.
I see. I'm picking up what you're putting out.
Yeah.
I feel like Ash and Ye are just like traditional Scooby, just like around the edge, just like Ash is below Ye, and just like when May comes back and is like human, is like she has a moment. Ash will be like kind of scooch out from underneath Ye, who's still kind of like playing guitar a little bit, and just be like, I already have one too many people with wings in my life. Not that you don't look fantastic with those. You're beautiful. Like uncaring that Ash or that May is buck naked because seen that casually just had friend time.
Ash has already seen that.
And it's like, do you want to keep the wings? Not saying you can't, but that would make me have two people with wings in my life, and I feel like that's one too many.
I just got over the sheep hump.
Yeah, that's a future thing. We don't need to deal with that right now.
It's also very clearly teasing. Like it's
after doing that, I feel like there's a pit of lava like in my body right now. So I think the sheep thing is probably numero uno.
Yeah, no, we're in a spot where we can do what we need to. Everything else is for future us.
Well, the wings are cute then, and just like give May a kiss on her cheek. Like,
May now realizing that this is the first time that Ye has seen her naked. She's seen him naked so many times, but it's just like her face is full tomato, and then she's like,
Yeah.
"Can I get dressed now?"
I can't sketch you like one of my French girls. And then he's gonna close the door.
Ash is just like still in here.
Oh yeah, Ash who always just has like sports bra, tank top on under their back, like their sweatshirts, just like takes off their sweatshirt, hands it to May, and is like, eh.
We're in my bedroom.
Yeah. All her clothes are there.
Yeah, it's the whole like stealing your boyfriend's sweatshirt thing,
Yeah, this will just
chivalry.
maybe like come to just below my boobs.
From outside,
okay,
you just hear. And anyway, here's Wonderwall.
You know what? Sure, I will go into a very hard battle with my midriff out, and maybe my tits.
Okay, I feel like
fall
Ash
out
is just
at
like
some
still
point.
holding it and be like, like fine,
Okay.
and like puts it back on.
I'm gonna put on like some actual like maybe practical clothing to take into a all-out war against an evil bitch slayer.
Practical schmactical, but okay.
I can wear leather pants if that would make you happier.
We can all
That
wear
would make
leather
everyone
pants.
happier.
Like, Ash is like, yes, we can all wear leather pants.
I only have chaps, but
Are they assless?
yes, but I wear them over my jeans usually.
Boring.
We can negotiate the assless chaps without the jeans once we've killed this bitch. And yes, I know my mom can probably hear this, so
There's just a sorry, Kendra.
Jack comes up the stairs with a plate of soup bowls. It's like, you're never going to fit into a pair of Wranglers, bud. The chaps aren't going to work. Although I had props for trying, at least.
look, they make jeans in my size. Don't hate.
So who wants victory soup?
Yeah, victory soup. You should probably take it back down though. I'm pretty sure May is going to finish getting dressed and then they're going to join us for battle planning.
Oh, she didn't show up with a sweater or something? I would have thought the wool. No? Okay.
No, whatever she was wearing is gone. I think including all of those charms.
Oh.
I don't.
So
think...
that's why Ash is alone in there with her.
You know. To be fair, I've also seen Ash naked, so
That's fair.
Look, we're still figuring this polycule thing out. Let's just go back downstairs.
I feel like the only thing here is that May has not seen Ash naked. That's the last
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
the equation.
Rude.
Anyways,
Right.
back to Buffy.
May you get dressed. You guys all go downstairs. Nana serves the victory soup. And it's, I think, a very somber
It's a
meal.
bittersweet borscht.
Yeah. Somber,
Sweet
but
boy.
I imagine Kendra's looking at Ye with the sketch pads and the guitar that she has never known him to have any interest in. And he's just like, yes, Mom, the art I learned in part for what I do, but it's come in handy elsewhere. The guitar I learned because I was going to do a whole thing on my second date with May, but it seemed like it was a good time to bust it out. So
You know what? I'm glad you have pursued creative interests. That's what I will say.
I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair,
May cracked open that emo closet that she had, pulled out the leather pants, got a tight black shirt on, got a cool biker jacket. It's just like,
Yep.
Let's kill a hoe.
Well, I think we first need to stop by and grab the knife from Julian's office.
Julian gives Jack a pointed look.
Or do we already have the knife?
It's like, I don't have it.
Oh, I
Did he? No,
totally thought I.
he never actually did
Oh.
that. We the plot point got spoiled too quickly. But yeah, he was going to steal the knife eventually.
If you can see the shock on my face, you shouldn't because there's none.
There's just a vague look of disappointment on Ash's face. Like,
But no,
It's a
hope
villain arc that didn't happen. That's all.
that he's like, I hope Jack doesn't shank me with it, but my people, especially full-blooded my people, are very, very tough. They're not there's no like silver bullet for them. You just have to kill the hit out of them. They all regenerate about the speed I do, which is not
Do
as
they have
fast as a
Achilles
Slayer.
tendons?
Yes.
Then I can work with that.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
like
even
the musculature is all generally the same.
generally the same.
He's holding his soup spoon like one would hold a dirk.
Yep.
So as he's
Oh,
talking
no.
about this,
If you go for the heart, you want to get them both.
Okay.
They're kind of next to each other. One sort of behind the other one. We look. My people were bred as shock troopers. If you get one heart, and give them a little time, there's a good chance that they'll just get right back up and take your legs off.
Keep stabbing. Got it.
Yep.
It's like, but yeah, the musculature is just generally the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are your kind prone to wearing armor?
Not normally, no.
That makes things easier. Okay, cool.
Normally they just, I mean, it's cost effective not to give them much of anything and just let them duke it out in huge brawling lines. The points of the wars weren't even generally to really win anything. It was just amusement for the upper caste.
Hmm.
So I really want to get my dad back, and I don't want him to have to go there again.
I understand.
Okay, I guess.
Nana. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I was like, maybe that's something we should probably definitely talk about is who is doing what. Like, obviously she has Emily, and that may have to be a rescue detail underneath Lydia's nose before she throws her into the hellmouth. I have no idea. I have no idea what she plans on doing with her, but I know it's not great. And like, did she have like your people abduct your dad just to get him out of the way, or does she have plans for him? Like, we're going in with so many unknowns.
And I'm concerned that she tried to take out Allison, my guardian angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you called your dad to see how she's doing?
Ash has been texting
Oh, okay.
Kieran on the side.
So,
And like how she was
Nana,
able to do that.
Nana, do you have any like invisibility charms? Because I'm kind of thinking, maybe Julian goes along with us, all Inviso like, with the only goal of getting his daughter out of there. Not fighting, not helping us with anything. We cause a big distraction because we can be very distracting. Julian gets her and just goes.
Let me look at something.
Because I think the rest of us are going to be rather fully committed.
I think I think there's an invisibility spell, but I have to go look it up.
Magic.
Just grab
And
a
as
charm
my
and it's all.
brain decides to remind me of in the first Dynasty Warriors game, the English voiceover was really bad. There's this one guy, he's like, magic? I don't believe in magic. And then he does like some weird, almost spell like thing.
I loved those games. They just running around beating up hordes of people.
And hearing some guy scream, it's Lubu!
Yeah.
And then promptly going to the other side of the map so you don't have to deal with them.
Yeah.
Fun fact, there is not an invisibility spell. Not a canon one. But Nana ain't no ordinary witch.
Right.
There's a whole section on creating new spells, so I guess.
Yep.
I
Nana
made a bird
is
talk, so yes.
yes. Nina is going to say, I could create the spell, but it would take time. Uh, best I could give you 24 hours, maybe.
You have that long.
Don't have that much time.
Is there even just like a concealment or a don't look here spell?
I could.
Are flashbangs a possibility? little object that makes a whole lot of noise and a whole lot of light.
I technically have a spell like that, but I mean,
Best way to enter hostage situations with a quarter stick of dynamite. That's what a flashbang is. So you know, explosive power. Just
May hears dynamite and then just remembers like all of the conversation where they were talking about like opening the Hellmouth. It's just like no more with you.
the
No
C4
more.
was to close the Hellmouth, okay? It wasn't to open it.
No more booms for you. No.
What?
No.
Do you have any idea how much fun calling that stuff in is?
No
I will
airstrikes on the
text
Hellmouth either.
Alice.
I don't
Tell
have that
you.
kind of clearance anymore. I
No more.
wish.
She will make
Okay.
sure all of your rights are revoked. All of them.
Well, I suppose we should even ask Doolin, do you want to go? I know you're a watcher. I'm not belittling you, but this is...
I don't know if I can just stand there while I watch my daughter in danger.
That's fair.
Julian, do you know how to
Yeah,
shoot a gun?
I know how to shoot a crossbow.
Okay, never mind. It's worth
I
an
have
ask.
those.
Look, I think I might just come along in the car. I don't want to sit around doing nothing here. I will call for backup if we need backup.
Yeah, and it'd be a good idea to probably have a getaway vehicle in case the Hellmouth cracks open and the world is eaten.
Yeah. We'll have the only
Fair.
minivan in
Very
hell.
fair.
It's got to be worth something. Well, all right
Sell
then.
it for a fortune.
So we
Ash?
go
All right.
Yep.
Guess we finish our soup and go to the Hellmouth.
go get the knife and then go to the Hellmouth.
Right. You know what? I'm not even hungry. I'm gonna just go get the knife. And he gets up and
I'm
he
coming with you.
Yeah, nobody goes alone.
Buddy system. I'm stupid enough
Okay.
to go alone. But that's what I do. Bad ideas. You aren't. You're better than that. I'm going with you.
All right. Oh, come on. And he does that. If there's any, do you want to play that out or do you want to just, it doesn't take a super long time,
No.
maybe like half an hour to go there and back.
Yeah, Jack's just there in case, Lydia tries something.
Yeah. No, you
She
guys.
may be a Slayer, but 9mm is 9mm. Slayers are not bulletproof.
Yeah. So you guys get the knife and
I was gonna say, speaking of our Slayer, May is gonna sidle up next to Ash and just be like, "Are do you are you good? Are you ready to go against her again?"
I mean, I only almost died last time. What could be possibly wrong?
Well, Yay and Jack and I will be right there next to you this time. No going alone.
Speaking of Ash and what they have been doing, how is Kieran and Allison via text?
Kieran is shaken, but he says that Allison is stable and doing better. She is mostly conscious now. They just, still have her on oxygen because her lungs took a little damage from all the smoke.
Ash is gonna look to May and Yay and just gonna be like, this is gonna sound weird, but is there time for like power nap? something because most times I've been able to talk to Allison, she has just come to me while I'm sleeping. Maybe is she some sort of power that be and like looks at Yay and is like,
I
this is weird.
I wouldn't say she's a power that be, but I wouldn't be surprised if she had some connection to them. The
I
whole
mean, you have
pantheon thing I've never gotten into.
30
I don't
minutes
even know.
until Jack and Julian get back, so
Yeah, we can do a
Right.
little cuddle puddle.
If I could even
I
fall
might
asleep in that tight sleep.
might see if Barnaby can maybe come just in case.
I was just like, I don't even know if I could fall asleep in that time. I can try. I just feel weird going into this without talking to her. I'm also so tired.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
May like goes to sit on the couch and then pats her thighs.
Yep.
Like puts
I mean-
a blanket down so it's not just full leather on the.
Yay sits next to her and does a little calf massage and
yeah,
such.
Ash is like head in May's lap, legs in Ye's, and just
She's
like,
doing like
all
that
right.
that head
Yep,
scratchy
the head scratchy
massage.
thing.
yeah. And
May's
we're
got just
gonna
like
try to
the
nap to
perfect
talk
link.
to Allison.
Okay. So normally since Allison contacts you, I want you to make me a willpower doubled roll.
I just click willpower to do that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is 2 successes. That's 12.
Okay. You and Allison are fairly connected. What you don't get is the usual full vision of Allison's realm, but you do hear her voice. And it sounds a little like a tiny bit concerned and a tiny bit strained, but you hear her clearly enough. She says, Ash, this is unexpected.
We're about to go fight the rogue slayer that did all of this, and I didn't know if there's anything I should know or anything you could even do from the hospital, and I can't even. And Ashley like stops themselves. They're like, not time, not the time, not the time, not the time. like, you know, like I just. Mm. And there's like a shrug from Ash of like, I knew I needed help, but I didn't really know what to ask you because I don't do that to you type of like,
She says, kind of softly, Ash, you have everything you need, not just from yourself, but from the others you surround yourself with. I have faith in you that you will succeed.
can we just not be cryptic for once?
I didn't think I was being cryptic. You
These
have
are
everything you need.
we don't necessarily feel like it.
And again, who that doesn't? The blah 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 blah. How now I can't word things.
Blah 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 blah. That's all, folks.
Well, in so many instances, those who think they have everything they need end up wanting. So the fact that you feel like you don't means that you're not going into it with hubris, which is important. You will need all of your faculties, all of your wits, and all of your intuition. But you can do this.
Is she even killable?
Hmm?
Is she even killable? That's what Ash said.
Ah, okay. Yes. She may be a slayer, but she's still human.
Okay. Time to go, I guess.
By the way, for the record, since you asked if there was anything you needed to know, your dad asked me. Or sorry. Yes, yeah, your dad asked me. That was Chris fucking up. But yeah, that's what she says.
Does Ash like wake up before the rest of that sentence? Or like is it like a
That's all she says.
Ash is like asked you what?
On a date. He asked me. I didn't search him out.
Okay. Ash will be like just be like quietly like pause and just like bye. I think and I don't can I just wake up? And Ash just like I've never just like done like how do I get out? Help.
Good luck, Ash. And she will dismiss the communication and allow you to wake up gently.
I've never started Discord call before. How does this work?
Yeah.
Internally, Ace just sort of like, I probably shouldn't tell Ash about the ring I found while I was saving Allison. We'll save that for later.
Rude.
So yeah, Ash, I guess, wakes up for however long they've been asleep, and they're like, "Okay, that was pointless."
May just gives them a little smooch to the top of the head, just like, at least you talked to her.
We have everything we need, and we don't have hubris, and we'll be fine. And also, she's not a predator. Cool.
Yeah, no, great. Well, we definitely don't have hubris. There's none of us wandering in there going, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a cakewalk. We're just gonna walk in, slap her, drop kick a demon or two, and woo, buddy, then we are off to the races."
And apparently, that is what means we're gonna be fine, because that makes sense.
Overconfident people make mistakes.
Underconfident
having
people
maybe-
also die.
Have a healthy amount of fear going into it will make us maybe a bit more aware.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, apparently we have everything we need, and yes, she is killable.
Oh, we knew that.
Concerned.
Yeah, no, I get the follow up that if Slayers weren't killable, uh, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in now.
Are you guys downstairs? You're on the couch,
Yeah, the
right?
couch.
Yeah,
I'm
we're on the couch.
You hear Kendra call over to you, Yay, from the kitchen table, and she says, "Yay, I think you need to go now."
Something happening to your ring?
She holds up her finger, and her ring is like glowing red hot.
Oh, all right. Put that in some ice. Hopefully, Jack and Julian are back because it's go time.
Let's see. Yeah,
Either that or just text them.
I'm to go.
Yeah, no.
Meet them at the Hellmouth.
Jack and Julian, they've been back for. I mean, Ash napped for maybe like 20 minutes. So,
Okay.
and then Jack and Julian pull up around when Kendra is saying this, and it's been a very strange day of like convenient timing, but days like that happen, and it's weird, and it's
They
just
do.
like It's one of those little wins of like, well, not really, it's not really a win in this instance. But anyway, it's just
Is
talking
it
myself
Monday now?
into a hole while
Have none
trying
of
to
us
talk myself
slept?
out of a hole. Yeah,
Yeah.
you load up the Yay-mobile.
May has to go upstairs and grab a bunch of shit. Because
Oh,
her
okay.
bag is gone.
Jack's holding the knife in a what looks like a tea towel. Like he's got like it's scabbard.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is still all together, but he's like holding the knife itself in a tea towel. It's like I can feel it talking to me, even though it doesn't really have a voice. It's a good thing we need to do this now because I have to stab something.
Put it in the weapon bag.
Chunk.
Tap tap. All right.
Yeah, it
let
takes
it
him
go.
a sec.
Let it go. Drop it. Drop it.
What do you have?
What's in your mouth?
The weapon bag and
All right. So everyone gathers into the Yay-mobile. Let's see, Julian, Jack, Yay, May, Ash,
And Ollie.
and Ollie. Yes, Ollie the mascot. And you head to the only place she could possibly be. And Jack, you know that's where she's going to be because she basically told you.
She knows we're coming.
yeah.
So I'll just describe what you see and then we'll leave it there. You reach the Hellmouth. They still haven't fully fixed the rabbit sinkholes. It's an ongoing project, and this is the edge of town. You work your way down into the tunnels, and you find that familiar glowing chamber. And as you enter, if you are so inclined to look at the Roll20 map, I can show you exactly what you see. If it will. Hold on. There we go. It's not letting me move it. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. Did it work?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm looking at the uterus.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen Goatsy before. That's
okay. It wasn't just
I
me.
didn't realize. I didn't
There's
realize
the
it looked like that.
fallopian tubes going up.
Oh man, that just ruined it for me.
I'm sorry, Chris.
This map may
I'm
change
so
between
sorry,
now
Chris.
and next week, just so
God
y'all know,
and
players.
Definitely
Satan
will.
are women. I see.
Oh, fuck
All right.
Yep. And I see just the little fingers and the
Chris said no more map for you.
Oh, the shame. The shame. I hate it.
Well, we knew it was a hellhole to begin with. I just didn't realize the Hellmouth was that kind of.
Oh, wow. Way to end on a just a big flop.
I wouldn't say it's
No,
a
it's
flop.
beautiful.
It
It's
wouldn't be
beautiful.
Dirty 20 gaming without a really obvious bad joke.
Yeah.
Well, okay, basically what you see is you enter the chamber, there's the big glowing chasm of the Hellmouth, and then lit in this red light is Lydia standing center, and then to her right, so on your left is Brendan, and then on her left, your right, is Emily. And they look hypnotized in a way. They look kind of entranced by something. There is a yes, Brendan is a blue square. I didn't have a picture for him.
It was blue.
It was blue.
And basically, Lydia, when you finally arrive, smirks and says, "It took you long enough. And that's where we're going to end it.
Get ready for my spell.
I hope she villain monologue so I could cut the rest of her face off.
But we'll
Whoa,
find out
giant-
next week.
Ye's like, whoa,
Yeah.
giant rock be upon ye. Wah.
Man, it's going so well.
I'm literally putting in the notes. We get to the hell uterus.
The
It's where the
Goatsium, the
demons-
damned.
I was gonna say it's where all the
Recorded
demons
for
come out.
posterity. Oh, that map's gonna change for sure. Anyway,
Oh, come on!
we're not fighting in a uterus.
Oh, come on!
Anyway,
The period to end all
it's
periods.
time for thank yous. Thank you, Bison. Thank you, Beckhile. Thank you, Luna. Thank you, Mana Queen. And thank you, Producer Kevin, for joining me tonight and playing with me. Thank you, everyone who watched. Thank you, everyone who chatted. Thank you, everyone who's watching the VOD or on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, give the video a like. If you have thoughts, put them in the comments. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know where we got our shit, the character art is from Hero Forge, and the background images are from Pixabay, and our VTT of choice is Roll20. So, yeah, woo! And
If you started on this episode, go watch the beginning because
We started on this episode. We're sorry.
We're so
Yeah.
sorry.
If you don't have the energy, at least be kind. But if you do have the energy, please, 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 please be nice to each other. Thank you guys, and have a good whatever the fuck time of day it is for you. Bye.
Bedtime.
Bye.